Monomyth. It's a step back into what makes a game a game. You're thrown into a dungeon with nothing. You see a big green door, you figure it out. Oh, but this big door has a weird looking combination. Figure it out. Oh, these creepy goblins are chasing you down. Kick them, actually. Yeah, just kick them. The onus is on you, the player. This game actually respects your intelligence. I mean, we're all real human beings. We don't need everything to have yellow tape or markers plastering the entire screen. No, we just need our good old-fashioned brain. Although, fellas, my brain's a bit... 88? How did they get that? I think I might need a helping hand. Since it's a dungeon RPG, I actually got to design my character, but fellas, I'll tell you right now, I went all in on Beef. I plan on making him the strongest man in the universe. Speaking of my guy, he's actually a prince who wants to save the world, a dying world which has forced everybody to live underground or in a fortress. It's up to him to find some fancy seed which will put an end to the storms and make him a hero. Although, he better hurry up because his brother's already about 5 steps ahead and just got into the dungeon looking for it already. Your brother's gonna get all the accolades, you better hurry up. You better hurry up, he's tall and handsome, you better hurry up. Being a prince in a harsh world, you'd think my guy would be smart, but no, he gets ambushed about 5 seconds in. My headcanon's that he's been in the gym so long, he's got no knowledge of the outside world. Gains are his world. My guy embodies everything I want to be. Strong enough to lift the entire world up with his hands, but dumb enough to not know why that's impossible. Ignorance is bliss. RPGs weirdly tend to start in prison cells, and Monomyth is no different. Oh, don't worry about this guy. He's just the fella who tells me how to leave. He expects me to help him, but he manages to find his own way out later on, so I'm not exactly sure why he cares. I mean, he cared so much I had to kill him. That doesn't make any sense. You didn't have to do that. I can't tell if my stats are causing this, but the kick in this game is way too powerful. Nobody stands a chance against the power of my legs. A swift kick to the midriff, and they go down like a lead balloon. You can even kick them into spikes, which is a bit painful. It's a one-hit kill. It's kind of broken. The wonderful thing about this game is you're given multiple routes, multiple ways to accomplish the quest. Even the interactivity is really fun. One time, I saw an explosive barrel. I had some flint and steel, so naturally... But when I tried to leave the room... Oh, what's this? A locked door. James, you fucking idiot. I thought I needed to use an explosive barrel on this door, but as it turns out, that's just bad habits from other games. What's the door made out of?
It's wood.
You can get out a torch and set it on fire. James, you're a genius. This is just a small little scenario, but it happens all over the game. I wasn't told to burn the door. I didn't even expect to be able to, but I could. And it made me feel like I came up with it myself, instead of it just being a prompt on the screen. Since it was an old school game, there was absolutely no sense of direction. I kept getting lost. I was like a toddler chucked into the real world. I didn't know what I was doing. Even my will to explore was shaken from the very beginning. What the fuck? Yes, this game has traps. These traps aren't too bad though. These are the real menace. You walk into a room and it just attacks you out of nowhere. I did figure out how to destroy them. You've got to blow them up. But not how to escape when I'm setting off the explosive. That part's a little bit too hard. I found a fortress with some prisoners and a fancy green veil. I had this lever. I carried it everywhere I went. It goes somewhere, but I don't really know where. But I'll find a place for it one day. Eventually, I came across these soldiers. The captain said he'd let me into a fortress if I help him free a hostage. But fellas, do you think I was paying attention? Did I mention there's no voice acting in this game? I was supposed to be reading this. I stumbled into a church, found some potion seller. After a while, I eventually found the hostage, who was in a room right next to the captain. I'd like to say it was a learning experience, but I learned absolutely nothing. You know when NPCs shout out the solutions to puzzles? That's because of me. I am the problem. With Mr. Hostage found, I could enter the fortress, which acts as a little bit of a hub for the game. It's got some shops, a teleporter, and a king who had the quest for me. The quest involved me going into the sewers and killing a guy. Why does every game have a sewers mission? He then wanted me to break into some giant cathedral, but I spent way too long here. Here's me running laps around the area over and over again. I'm not sure what I'm trying to achieve. I even tried to scale the building just to see if I could get through the top. Nothing worked. Either way, I eventually figure out that I need to leave and collect these green seals, which you get in puzzle areas. Thanks to my beefy prowess, I didn't even need to think once for these puzzles. Past the green door took me to, well, the surface. I was lied to. It didn't even look that bad. If anything, it seemed perfectly normal. Everybody else was overreacting. In fact, It seemed like a lovely day for a stroll. Now that I had this horn, I went around blowing it everywhere. The lovely man back in town said they could actually get rid of the green barriers, and it worked. I now had some random key and needed to put it somewhere. Turns out, it went here. Who'd have guessed? I definitely figured this out really, really quickly. Now I could go into the mines. Although, the mines were blocked off by these weird mages. With the mines no longer blocked off, I was free to explore and fight these necromancers. After exploring for a while, I noticed a building opposite the cavern. At this moment in time, my guy was an absolute athletic specimen, so I thought, I could jump that. I could in fact jump that. I'm not sure how much of the game I skipped doing that, but it did feel good at the time. So I freed some prisoners, made some fancy pickaxe. Unfortunately, this fancy pickaxe was only to mine this fancy stone, which was then used to make some battery. Where's this battery go? Oh, it just goes into this wall. I'd like to say it was interesting, but that was the end of the game. I mean, it's only early access. Fellas, a kind soul recommended me this game, so I thought I'd take a look at it. Would I recommend playing it? I never really recommend ever playing an early access game, but if you really did want to have a look at it, there's a free demo on Steam, so you can just have at it if you want. Fellas, I've just found out you can actually pay the test build to get the extra area. Look, my health has numbers now. Thank you, Big Mike.